I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Hey y'all, it's Erica from The Broken Spine. Welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. I am going to hopefully make this really quick. I was going to do 20 books that I wanted to finish or that I wanted to read by the end of the year. However, that goal quickly became not realistic in any way, shape, and or form because my November TBR is quickly filling up. I am doing Indigathon as well as Nonfiction November, as well as hosting a couple of book clubs in my area. So that has my reading dance card for November is absolutely full. So we'll see. I honestly don't know. I'm looking at the books and I don't know if I will be able to get all of these done in the month of December, but there is one book here that I will be reading for two books that I'll be reading for Nonfiction November. So will I be able to get 8 books read in December? I don't know. We'll see. Without further ado, let's just hop into it. So these are the 10 books that I want to read by the end of 2020. The first book that I have is Ta-Nehisi Coates' The Water Dancer. I've heard mixed reviews about this. Injury at Onyx Pages, she did a hybrid read, so she listened to it and read along with it, and she said that was absolutely for her the way to go. And I do enjoy hybrid reads, so I will see about doing a hybrid read for that. She said that the narrator was absolutely fantastic, so I will look into that, but I want to see what this is about and just judge for myself. I've read Ta-Nehisi Coates' nonfiction and have enjoyed that, and this is his first foray into fiction, so I'm interested to see where this goes. So if you don't know, this is about a slave, Hiram Walker, who was born into bondage. When his mother was sold away, Hiram was robbed of all memory of her, but was gifted with a mysterious power. So he is able to, from what I understand, Hiram is able to transport himself across distances, and it starts from what I gather, and I could be wrong about this. He ends up where he almost drowns, and it starts from there. He discovers this power from there. So I'm interested. It sounds like something that is right up my alley in reading, so I am excited to get to this, but fingers crossed. The next book that I hope to get to is City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. I started reading this for the last tome topple and couldn't finish it. Classwork took precedence, so I said that I wanted to read it by the end of the year. I have the entire trilogy sitting on my shelf, and I've heard such good things about it. What I've read of it, where did I get to? I feel like I've read like the first couple of chapters. Well, I got to page 13, so wherever page 13 is, whatever chapter 13 is, whatever chapter page 13 is in, that's where I got. So Nahiri is our main character here, and she is a con woman, and somehow she summons a jinn and finds out that she has some connection to the City of Brass. So that's a very watered down summary. So, but I am excited to read it. I've heard such fantastic things about it. For my nonfiction November, that is a must read I've had since it first came out, and that is Michelle Obama's Becoming. The next book that I have for nonfiction November is Maya Angelou's I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and I don't know, there's a glare, but I have had this on my TBR to read for years, literally years, and I have yet to read it. I've read other Maya Angelou nonfiction, her poetry, but for some reason this one I have yet to read. So I am going to get to this next month. End of story. Another one that I've had on my TBR for years is Gabriel Garcia Marquez's 100 Years of Solitude. I don't know. I don't even know when I bought this. I bought this, well, I had it in Colorado, so because I have my, I don't know, my tattered cover bookmark, which is a store that I absolutely loved when I was out there, and I have actually written down the page numbers as to how I would break it down for a week. So there was a method to the madness. Hopefully I will follow this schedule and get this read by the end of the year. I really don't want to carry this on for carry this over into 2021, because I've carried it over from, we'll just say 2016 till 2020, and it's definitely not the oldest book that I have carried over from year to year to year. The last three books are books that are going to be read in December, because they were Twitter picks. You guys that voted in a poll decided on some books that I would read, and I didn't get to them, but I am going to get to them before the end of the year, before 2021 rolls in. So the first book is The Good Luck Girls by Charlotte Nicole Davis. This is a young adult. The Good Luck Girls, they know their luck is anything but, sold to a welcome house as children and branded with cursed markings, trapped in a life they would never have chosen. When Clementine accidentally murders a man, the girls risk a dangerous escape and harrowing journey to find freedom, justice, and revenge in a country that wants them to have none of those things. Pursued by Arcada's most vicious and powerful forces, both human and inhuman, their only hope lies in a bedtime story passed from one good luck girl to another, a story that only the youngest or most desperate would ever believe. The next book that I have is Ngũgĩ wa Thiong'o's Petals of Blood. I actually started reading this. I wasn't, again, because of class, wasn't able to finish it. So I don't even know where I got in this, but what I read, I think I just got to the introduction, maybe up to chapter 2. But the print is kind of tiny as well, if you can see that, but it's a little tiny print. I'm just really interested because now he only writes in his native tongue and his works are being translated. And the last book that I have is Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison. I love Toni Morrison, and I have all of her books except for one, and I'm drawing a blank as to which one that is, but no matter. This is one that I actually have not read yet, so I've heard great things about it, and I'm really excited to get into it. So this will happen in December. That's all I have. The 10 books that I want to get to by the end of the year, and I am confident. What's 1, 2, 3, 4? I'm confident that I will get to them, considering the fact that there will be 2 that I'm reading in November, and so I think I might be able to get to the other 8 in December. I don't know, because I like to, if you don't know, I like to spend time with my books. I like to highlight, I like to annotate, so that of course takes time. So we'll see. We will read the 3 Twitter picks for certain, and then we will go from there. But I think I should be able to get a good chunk of these read by the end of the year. So anyway, that is going to be it for me. If you have read any of the books, let me know in the comments. And if you have made it this far in the video, leave a tiger emoji. I mean, I've got all these tigers. So leave a tiger emoji if you have made it this far. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you like this video, please make sure you click subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and hit the bell to be notified of new content. And I will see you guys later. Bye.